Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric, and we got some interesting developments in the world of Game Pass and iOS. So, about a month ago or so, Game Pass was revealed to have like a play anywhere aspect with Android devices like tablets and smartphones, but iOS was absent. And that's because Apple is giving Game Pass a very hard time being on there. They're claiming certain restrictions and rules that are needed that Game Pass just cannot fit on the app. So we're going to go ahead and read this development. Microsoft has made a bold statement and bold declaration for something that they're going to do because they're determined to get Game Pass on iOS. So we're going to go ahead and read this article. This is from Business Insider. And this could get ugly between Microsoft and Apple. I don't know if maybe Apple views Game Pass as a rival to its Apple Arcade or something like that. I don't know. There could be a lot of politics behind this between the bad blood of Microsoft and Apple from higher levels. If this is your first time coming to the channel, though, why don't you hit that subscription button down below, enable your notifications so you don't miss when I upload. Let's read this. Microsoft told employees it plans to release a browser-based app for the Xbox Game Pass streaming service next year that will get around Apple App Store rules. We absolutely will end up on iOS. So, Phil Spencer coming out for blood. So to read the article, it says, Microsoft's gaming boss Phil Spencer told employees at an all-hands meeting on Wednesday the company is planning to bring Game Pass to Apple's iPhone and iPad targeting 2021 for the potential release of a direct browser-based solution. So this is interesting. They can work around the whole App Store restriction if they keep it browser-based. And I don't even think Apple could fight that, if I'm going to be completely honest. This is getting dirty. So to continue on, Phil Spencer says, we will absolutely end up on iOS, he told employees. According to two people with direct knowledge of his comments, Microsoft did not comment at the time of publication. Apple has not yet responded to a request for comment. So Microsoft last month added a key new feature to Game Pass. It's Netflix-style subscription service that gives Xbox and PC gamers access to a vast catalog of games. Now Game Pass subscribers can stream many of the included titles directly to their Android phones or tablets, no console required. So that is the Xbox Game Pass Anywhere. That is just phenomenal. I'm a big supporter of Game Pass, by the way. It says notable by its absence at the feature's launch with support for Apple's iPhone and iPad. An Apple spokesperson told Business Insider this summer that doesn't allow for game streaming in apps like Game Pass or Google Stadia because it is unable to review each game in the service's respective libraries. So that's interesting. They don't allow subscription style like Netflix for game streaming because they can't review each game. So then how do they get Hulu, Sling, Pluto, Netflix? How do they get all those apps in there when those movies are all rated differently as well? In fact, I would say movies and video games are almost rated the same. They have rating systems. Games have the ESRB. So why is that an issue? I don't get it. I know from my experience when I had a job of helping put my friend an app on the App Store, it took like 6 months to get it approved. So many rewrites, reworks of the coding, lots of like small little meticulous details that took forever. But we got the app on the Google Play Store in one day. So who knows? So this goes on to say Spencer, who has said publicly he's determined to offer Game Pass to Apple users, told employees the company is exploring getting iPhone and iPad devices through their browsers. Later on Thursday, The Verge reported that at the same meeting, Spencer said streaming with Game Pass would come to Windows 10 PCs next year as well. A hint as to what that might look like comes from Amazon, which says that it's able to bring its forthcoming cloud gaming service to Luna to iPhone by offering it as a web app. So they're doing the web app thing. In an interview with Engadget, Luna engineering and tech head George Tisispolitis, said that Amazon worked with Apple to make that functionality possible. Google, meanwhile, makes its similar Stadia service available on PCs and Macs via its Chrome web browser, though its 2 is not available on iPad or iPhone. So, lots of workarounds using browsers. So it goes, Apple indicated that Game Pass or Stadia would be allowed to offer game streaming services only if each individual title in the catalog were available in its own discrete app. Ooh. That seems like a hassle. It seems like Apple's being stubborn on purpose. And I know they've had fights with Fortnite too recently over stuff. So Microsoft indicated this approach would be a non-starter for Game Pass, which has dozens of games available. Unfortunately, we do not have a path to bring our vision of cloud gaming with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to gamers on iOS via the Apple App Store, a Microsoft spokesperson said in August. Apple's decision to not allow services similar to Game Pass on iOS became a topic during the Congressional Antitrust Subcommittee's investigation into potentially anti-competitive practices by big tech companies, including Apple. So this was also part of the Fortnite thing too. They're saying they do some anti-consumer competitive practices. Former Apple App Store director Phil Shoemaker, according to a report on the subcommittee released this week, claimed Apple doesn't allow services like Game Pass because they compete directly with Apple's own subscription service, Apple Arcade. So that makes a lot of sense. It's honestly probably just bad blood, wanting to keep an upper hand on stuff. Again, I know from my experience when my friend Carrie was releasing a Apple product called Zenithor, we had a lot of trouble getting it on iOS, like almost 6 months, because Apple kept denying it, telling us to change things. Then we would change it, then it would find something else, and we'd be like, look, Apple, just tell us every single thing, bullet point by bullet point, what you want us to fix so we can get our product on the App Store. Like, we almost gave up at one point, but we did it. So I can imagine Apple just in general plays hardball with people. And they're definitely going to be playing hardball with Microsoft. Again, as an Apple phone owner, I would like to have Game Pass available on it, even though I do have an Xbox and I have laptops that have Xbox compatibility on them as well. But that controller they have for the phones is pretty slick, by the way. I saw Lamar Wilson using it. It would be fun to be able to play Game Pass on the go. So, I don't know. Apple, I think they're up to some shady stuff, trying to screw it to Microsoft. Honestly, I think that's my point of view. Sure, they have the rules and stuff, but nah. It's because of Apple Arcade. That's where I'm staying with this. So let's see what happens in 2021 with Microsoft making this in-browser app. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it gets dirty. Let's see if a lawsuit happens. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think, though, in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about Apple in general, the App Store, this battle with Microsoft over getting Game Pass over there. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think they're purposely doing it? And if you haven't subscribed yet, guys, why not? We're on the way to 72,000 subscribers. So I'd love for you guys to jump on board. 100,000 by the end of the year, maybe? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Help me get me there. Leave a like if you haven't. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks a lot.